So what's going on, guys? My name is Mr. Dalek JD, and in this video we are talking zombies in Blackout. We have a full zombies area list to discuss within this video, as well as the first gameplay previews of a very old Easter egg coming to life. If you guys are excited to see the Nuketown Zombies bunker opened and what's inside, then make sure you let me know in the comments and drop a like on the video. Let's not waste any more time jumping in. Now, Treyarch are keeping very tight-lipped about what is happening inside of Blackout involving zombies. All they've mentioned is that zombies will spawn at locations marked with the light from the mystery supply stash, and that zombies and mystery box stashes are likely to contain uniquely zombies items like a ray gun and a symbol monkey, to name a couple. That's all they can say, which means there's going to be more, and I have a video coming out very shortly talking about all the different weapons that I think would be amazing to see. In terms of zombie areas in the map, we already know that we have Asylum, which is super cool. Essentially a full-scale Verrückt with open areas to explore outside of it. And talking of outside of it, it looks like the maze from Buried is also going to be another small area for us to explore. Perhaps we might find zombies spawning in the gazebo portion of the map. We now also have confirmation from Treyarch that the Call of the Dead lighthouse that we've seen is indeed a location called the Lighthouse, and they specifically say for zombie fans, the Lighthouse, which confirms that what we're seeing is Call of the Dead. I hope that we see some sort of Call of the Dead references in this area, and perhaps even some parts of Call of the Dead land besides just the lighthouse. It looks so sick. They've also given a confirmation as well that there is the boxing ring from Shadows of Evil in the Waterfront District inside of Rivertown, which is very exciting. I'd expect this to be a very normal daytime looking boxing ring, but still very cool. And that boxing ring held some big Easter eggs in Shadows, including the developer boxing photos Easter egg. Perhaps we might see something similar in there, but they've also gone out and shown us Nuketown Island, which is a fun place to explore for both multiplayer and zombie fans, offering a little something for both and something entirely new as well. Now, Treyarch have gone on to comment that this version of Nuketown is something which the multiplayer fans of Nuketown have never seen before, but for fans of zombies, this will be very familiar territory to you because it looks exactly like Nuketown Zombies. And I almost feel like seeing Nuketown Zombies in the comic as the loading screen for the first issue was maybe a hint towards seeing a continuation of what Nuketown Zombies looks like. This is set after that rocket destroys the Nuketown Zombies portion when you end the game. Now, if you've been a fan of zombies for years, or if you've only recently started playing the Black Ops series, you may not realize this, but during the release of Black Ops 2 in 2012, Nuketown Zombies dropped as a pre-order bonus DLC zombies map. This was Nuketown completely destroyed, and is very reminiscent to what we see of the Nuketown Island in terms of how Nuketown looks, but there was a myth going around throughout the community that the bunker door could be opened. Inside was a zombies character called Martin Johnson. He's one of the main transit or Victor's crew characters as we now know them as, and he was trapped in that bunker hiding during the nuclear fallout. We believe there was an Easter egg to be able to rescue Martin and open the bunker, but unfortunately that didn't exist. Obviously, Treyarch have seen over the years how much hype there was and speculation about a Nuketown bunker and sort of tunnel underground system being a real thing, and they've finally gone and done it. So for a long-time zombies fan like me, seeing us finally getting this bunker Easter egg after so many years, it's just the most amazing feeling in the world. And here we have our very first footage of the actual bunker door open, and we can explore inside. They've explicitly said that this is a fun place to explore for fans of zombies, so you know that this is going to hit home with the old bunker Easter egg. But this is the first footage we see of a recon drone entering the bunker and going through the underground system, the first time we've ever seen it. So it seems that as you go through the underground system, you can actually exit it at certain points to get to those pinpoint destinations. And we can see straight off the bat, there's a pinpoint area where if you get out from this portion of the underground section, you're going to land straight in the transit diner. And to me, that's so cool that we have a zombies Easter egg that's linking to another zombies Easter egg. It's so cool. We see this recon recon drone fly through the tunnels, and since this is a Twitter video, it's pretty low quality. I wish I could get a better quality version, but there's a few frames where the recon drone passes on this sort of raised level. You can see some tables, and what looks to me on the bottom, on the floor next to the table, looks to me like a disfigured teddy bear. Now, this could just be me drawing straws here, but it really does look like a very strange object to me, something that we wouldn't normally see, and this could be perhaps the start of a few of zombie Easter eggs we could find in that bunker, and we've already spotted one right there. The recon drone keeps going, following another tunnel which leads to a section called beds. I don't really understand where that is going to be in terms of the map. I was thinking at first maybe just the bedrooms in the Nuketown houses, but that wouldn't make a lot of sense because it looks like we've gone quite far from entering it to be already straight back on the island, but perhaps the island's a lot bigger than we think. Now, thanks to Game Informer, we can also detail a little bit on how exactly the zombie areas like Asylum as well as Diner played, and they said that Blackout is obviously going to have locations inspired by Zombies mode, and when they got to play, they saw and explored Asylum as well as the neon-lit Diner from Black Ops 2's Transit map. Both locations felt very different from their original matte iterations, with daylight cutting away all the dark, claustrophobic atmosphere that made the original so compelling. That doesn't mean that they're any less special though. Both places offered a different kind of tension, functioning as a rickety haven where the true terror isn't the undead, but the living players approaching your position ready to fire. You'll be also very happy to know as well that whilst some of you guys hearing this might think this is all well and good, some people might also be concerned that this is just a giant slab of fan service and that these don't actually play as very good areas of Battle Royale. They've assured that all the locations they visited had some sort of sound strategic options tied to them, which is really good news. I want to know down below in the comments section, which zombie areas are you going to be visiting first? Are you going to be visiting Nuketown Island, which really is Nuketown Zombies Island, let's be honest, Transit's Diner, Call of the Dead, or good old classic Verrückt, with that buried map attached to it as well? I wouldn't be surprised if there's still even more zombie locations, which they've not revealed to us yet because they want to keep things a surprise and see our reactions to seeing these remixes on old favorite maps, and I'm purely really excited. If you guys don't realize that there's an emphasis here on the Nuketown bunkers being a big deal in this map in terms of Easter eggs and also in terms of how people are going to use the map to their advantage, well, I'm going to play you a clip to end off the video from an interview Game Informer done with Dan Bunting and David Vonderhaar. If you want to check out the full thing, which I highly suggest you do, as there's so much interesting facts on the development process of Blackout and how it's come to be what it is today, you can check that link down below in the description. But I'm going to let them end off the video by getting you guys excited because Vondi seemingly can't always keep his mouth shut when it comes to keeping surprises. He emphasizes a lot about the Nuketown bunker. Let's take a listen.
Then you look at each of those locations and you're like, well, it was this on this game, but let's give it a different twist. Let's give players a different perspective and a different angle on it. So, you know, for example, with Nuketown, it's like, you know, there's a lot of surprises in store for what is Nuketown in this map. It's not the Nuketown that you've played, it's something different.
It's an island with bunkers.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's like, you've played the multiplayer versions for many years and there's always like, there's the bunker in the backyard,
That was the fun bit for me.
Where did that go? What's underneath that bunker?
What's underneath that bunker, right? What's to the left, right? Does this infinity pool face over the ocean? I mean, what can you do there?